Welcome, everybody. Today, we'll talk about a mistake, a confusion, a misconception that has been created by the fans as well as big news channels like Arm Wrestling News that Devon Lad hooked Vitaly. That's totally incorrect. That's totally incorrect, man. And I will prove it that it's other way around. It's Vitaly who hooked Devon Larratt. Vital Latin hooked the pronation of Devon Larratt, the pronation that cannot be hooked. Now you need to understand it something. There are two types of hook. One in which you dominantly cup somebody and cut their pronator. The other way around, in which you are not able to control their pronator, you commit with your shoulder. When you commit with your shoulder, you wish or you expect that the pinning path of your opponent gets blocked by your frame. That's the second method that newbies use. The people who don't have idea about hook, they think that hook is this coming forward. And I don't think I have to tell that Vital Latin is not a hook puller. So you can simply take the level of IQ for hooking of Vital Latin similar to mine. Not that much great. So now, to actually unfold the story of Devon Lad was a Vital Latin hook mystery, we have to go to the first round, then second round, and then comes to the main third round, the point of debate. So, in the first round, Devon Kings moved, Vital Latin surged, tried to pin, wasn't able to pin. Devon got a fall. Restart, same stories again. Kings move by Devon Lad, side pressure by Vital Latin. Now Vital Latin got a elbow fall. Third restart and the final restart of the first round. Same story, but Devon Lad got a little bit higher purchase on the Vital Latin hands. Then Devon Lad slowly tried to creep in, so that he can shoulder press Vital Latin. But what happened that Vital Latin baited Devon Lad and Vital Latin pinned him very easily. That is the first hole, mental hole in the game of Vital Latin. That give the false idea to Vital Latin that he can actually press Devon Larratt. He got confused. He got little bit confused or little bit got overconfident about his shoulder commitment. Second down, same story, but Devon got much higher stoppage, like very high. Slowly creeps his shoulder in and press through with a Latin. A very beautiful transition. Now is the third round, and for this I will use just very small clip of the third round. Hope each perseverance don't give me a copyright, please, for God's sake. No, I'm not. It's just for educational purposes. Just a 10. So, in the third round, Vitali was already losing his rest every time, and he started to realize that his top roll, his sideways movement of top roll, is not working, and Devalat is making a comeback, a historical comeback. Now, now you have to watch closely, okay? So, now focus very closely on the shoulder of Vitali Laletin. Very closely. Before the ready go, Vital Latin's shoulder was at this point. After the ready go, the shoulder came forward. You know, look at the shoulder of Devon Lad. It was at this point. After the go, it went backward. So, if you see the shoulder commitment, and I would ask you, who was trying to hook? The answer should be very simple. Very simple. It's Vital Latin who thought that he can hook Devon Lad, press through him. So this much is clear that it's Vital Latin whose shoulder was coming forward, not Devon Lad. And it was also visible that Devon was trying to top roll, not actually hook him, putting a lot of wrist curl. No, that was not there. What happened actually? So Vitali was like coming this, like this, and he was actually giving his pronation, little bit of pronation, like this. And if you give a pronation to somebody who is trying to top roll you, they will get this position because you are yourself giving this position to them, and that's what actually happened to Devon Lad. And Devon was not trying to hook Vital Lad in. It happened because Vitali tried to press Devon Lad. Whenever it's a technical thing, you need to understand. Whenever somebody is pressing a top ruler and the press is weak enough that the press don't even budge the center of the top ruler, the resultant position would be like this: the person who is pressing and the person who is top rolling, this thing. So Devon Lad was never able to hook Vital Lad in. Okay, it's as simple as that. And I think I'm listening news, Mr. Pradeep, you should work your no, work little bit more in your analysis. It would.
I forgot to mention before that, in the third round, Devon hooked Vitaly. I'm not sure if Vitaly was not expecting that. Everyone, including Devon, was saying that Vitaly is unhookable, and yet Devon Lara did exactly that. He hooked Vitaly. And
So, if you find any of my analysis or opinion incorrect about this hook analysis of Devon and Vitali, feel free to comment. I will reply you. I can guarantee you that. And little bit of message for arm wrestling news. There is no hate. I love what you have done for arm wrestling, but I expect little bit of more. No, little bit of more technical advancement in your analysis next time. So until then, love arm wrestling.